Diagwitch and Kupla Focal. And welcome. Today, myself and Dean are going to be bringing you through the qualifiers for the Blitzkrieg Masters. This is the third. Two teams will be going through. And to start things off, it's just a best of one as we get into the day between Entropy and Nice Gaming. Dean, how you feeling about this matchup?
Yeah, I think this should be a pretty good one. Both teams fairly well known. Kind of, I'd say I recognize the players a little bit more over on the Entropy side, and I'm sure you recognize basically everyone on the server. But it's going to be starting pretty quickly. A very fast play going to be coming in already. One kill being found in favor of Nice Gaming. The Vine was taken down pretty easily, and with the smokes in place, that allows for the bomb to easily be planted.
Indeed, it will. And the kill comes in there for Kevin as well. That's making things look a little bit better here on the retake for the defensive side. A little bit worse, rather, because of course the signs are swapped up top. But they get two kills coming into the site. You're going to see the defuse actually going to be able to be attempted if Driz can find that kill, which indeed he does, following up with a second. But the window peek comes in, and that's going to be dangerous. As we see Kevin making his way over towards B long. A good peek to come in, but two players watching him. It's not going to be easy to grab that kill onto the bomb diffuser, but look at that over towards mid. It's Okez. Finds that diffuser. Now it has to be stuck. If he can just land the shot onto Halsey, it'll all be over, and he knows he has to stick it. That's the end of that. Gets a little bit confusing in the first round. You know, when they swap over. The signs stay the same up the top, but the names change. Confused. It gets me every time.
It was actually okay for me, surprisingly.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Yeah, it was just an issue on your end.
Blindsided. I did not
Maybe
know
Dark had it, I don't know. Dark doesn't know if he
Dark
had it,
doesn't
because
know.
of course
Dark...
he's not watching. He's just a producer. Oh, he has other overlays covering it.
Yeah, so you guys can't
so.
see that. Never mind. It's just on my side. Just making me look bad. It's okay. Well, nice on the allied side, obviously. One round on the board. They're looking to repeat what they did previously, taking the things over towards B. They're going to find a nice opening kill. Spirit claiming the life of Halsey. As the M1 carbine from Kevin is looking to take a kill onto the side. That's actually going to be reverse finding one. Then Kevin comes in with his, leaving just Sound and Driz. And didn't really expect to see this. And like you said, Entropy would probably be the favorite team. It's now all onto Sound here on the site. Driz does manage to come up behind and find one, but that means they're going to be looking towards Arch as they push out. So Sound will be being watched. Turns his back at the wrong time. The bomb planter is going to be taken down. It gives Driz an opportunity to get into the round, but with three players hunting him down, he's stuck inside Dark. It's not likely he'll manage anything, and indeed, as Baza eliminates him, that is 2-0 for Nice. We don't have much information recently on Entropy. Certainly not from the qualifiers. This is, as far as I'm aware, the first time they've actually participated in the quals. They did, I know Halsey anyways. I didn't notice the rest of the lineup, but Halsey over on LOL Train was playing up against Nice before, actually, but that was over on Coastal, and they lost 16-10. But that was only a mix, so now with the Entropy side, we'd expect to see them doing better. He's already opening things up with a nice nade.
Yeah, quick trades coming in, actually, as we see QK is able to find the one immediately with the sniper. I still want to say, also, you have to be cautious if you're stepping in for a team in the qualifiers, because if you qualify, you can't play again. That's something that Halsey needs to be cautious of. So, if anything, Nice done him a favor by beating him. That's all I can say. But yeah, another kill came in. Entropy, actually, in this round, they're going to be able to get themselves a man advantage and give themselves a chance to try and finally get around onto the board. You see Kevin trying to work out over towards this B-bomb site right now. He has the carbine in hand. He knows there's a player towards upper. There is also a second player in towards dark, just playing a little bit more safe. I think he may actually be back in towards the connector, rather. I don't think that smoke quite landed as expected. Didn't quite cover off the arch position. Here we go. Reverse. He's going to begin to push in. Lots of smokes down. Able to go ahead and make his way up towards the barrels at least. Divine actually going to find two quick kills. Okay. Locking down this B-bomb site. Leaving it all now onto QKez. He has one kill so far, but he has to pull off the ace clutch, and it's just not going to happen. Flanked out by Driz. And we see Entropy taking themselves around, and they do so by keeping the majority of their players alive. Get some nice tokens out of it. Let's see what the buy is going to be like for Nice. It's actually going to be okay. QKs won't have the sniper again, rather. We'll be stuck down to something a little bit weaker.
And he seems to be picking up that carbine. It does tend to be just a tiny bit weaker, but still a strong enough weapon for a one token investment. It works out pretty well. Keep picking that up. No early kills to come in just yet. The nades not quite working out for anybody, which means we're going to have a little bit more of an interesting round. Spirit taking that M1 carbine and finding an opening kill onto Halsey was, despite the Axis having the stronger economy here, they are still going to be up against a difficult push because there's 3 smokes in play for Nice Gaming right now. They also have, of course, got the ability to take things nice and close range with those Tommy guns. They are up against MP40s, but generally we find that Tommy does win out that fight. It is a preferred gun by most players. Divine spotted out towards upper. And now with the smokes going down, the rotations should come in from the Axis as they expect to push them towards the site. But with 2 nades in play, Driz is going to deploy his towards the site. Not going to find any kill. Oh, maybe he will. No, indeed he doesn't. Just in time. But here comes the second nade. Again, no hits to be found. Spams through the smoke. Not going to be successful either, as this is going to be a very fruitful push for Nice Gaming yet again.
Yeah, but they have actually been slowed down. They've been pushed back, or rather, Entropy have on their attempted retake. So this is looking very difficult indeed. Hysteria is going to jump around the corner, quickly find a headshot on the MP40, but the spam comes in. Spirit doesn't quite find both kills, but he does more damage. And we've seen a kill being found elsewhere by QKs, leaving it all now onto Hysteria. And a 1v3, I don't think it's going to happen. They peek them together, they make sure they play it as safe as they can. And a third round put onto the board for Nice, as they're building up a very solid allied side already. Entropy not having the greatest of starts here on Liberation, and of course this is only a best of 1, so everything relying on this map. And as we can see now, the token's not looking great for Entropy. They have 1 on the majority of their players. Hysteria has been the only one who has a little bit more. He has 4. That's for some investment to come in, but overall they're just going to go ahead and take an eco here. He gets the 1 nade. They look to try and see what they can get done. Seems like they might go for a bit of a stack towards B, which you can understand considering how heavily the allied side have been pressuring this side of the map so far, but already an opening kill to be found. The nade is what claims it.
Yeah, it's already those openings, and it's for the allied side, though. That's not what we expect to see. Axis nades haven't been all too fruitful, bar 1 or 2 from Halsey. And now as things develop on into the round, we see that the allies going to be making their way towards the B side. However, Kez is going to be behind, watching for the push on Driz. He did spot him out a little bit earlier, making his way in through courtyard. And so now just be watching mid. He knows that Driz can't really have any impact without stepping into his line of sight. And this is significantly slower from Nice as they make their way in. They do find 1, of course, the flank coming in from Baza. As Spirit goes towards the site, he lands 1 nicely with the hip fire from that M1 Karan. Sound going to look to push in through the smoke and take down the planter, but he's spotted out, not able to connect the shots. And as he's going to be low HP and shot in the back as well. Is that his teammate that was shooting him? Pretty sure he got team damaged. That's a little bit awkward. 4-1, a 4th round on the board for Nice, as they're doing really well so far on the allied side. And like we said, we'd probably favor Entropy in this matchup. But evidently Nice are not going to bed without a fight. They did lose 16-6 in the first qualifier up against Avenue, but there was a little bit of a lineup shift since then. I actually expected to see them doing worse, because Vanner was actually a stand-in for them, and he was the one to be top fragging most of the games. But this time, it seems like they're having no problems at all, keeping the scoreline relatively tight in terms of kills. While the Axis aren't as lucky, Driz pulling out ahead with 7, while everybody else is kind of trailing behind a little bit. Sound yet to get on the scoreboard. A very rough time indeed as Divines drop towards B. It's going to be another poor hold on that site. That is, unless Halsey has something to say about it, over towards Dark. But again, the bomb goes down with only 1 player falling. Great use of the utility from the allies so far. Over towards spawn, Hysteria takes down Baza. But Kebit is going to be there, pushed up maybe a little bit more aggressively than they'd expect. Oh, as kills swing in, Keza gets eliminated, as does the majority of the Nice side, but unfortunately it leaves Driz all alone. 1 versus 2 as the kills do come back in for Nice. It's a little bit difficult to retake with the man disadvantage indeed, especially when it's extended to 2. As Driz is eliminated as well. Kebit finds the final kill, and that's a 4K for him in that round. Saving the round a little bit.
Yeah, this is very dominant from Nice so far. They've really just abused that B bomb site. It's the only way to put it. It doesn't seem like Entropy rather have a way to hold that perfectly. We've seen them even going for like it's a bits of stacks, having 3 players already prepared on the bomb site, and so far they've still only pulled off that 1 round. They get an okay investment into this one. They have 3 nades, 3 MP40s as well, and a couple of Gewers. So let's see what they're going to be able to find, because they need to start getting more rounds onto the board now. 5 already on that Allied side is looking good for Nice. And of course, the opportunity to increase that even further. So far, I don't know frags to be found, so it's an okay start. Driz eventually actually does go ahead and claim the opening. Pushes aggressive over towards A and takes down Baza, who is not really expecting anyone to be pushed up quite that far. So good opening kill for Entropy this time around.
And with Baza already dropped as well, that one-man advantage should really help them out. The only problem I see is that they're playing B so passive. As if sound is dropped here, which a lot of the time, once that one player falls, the round's pretty much over. But this time he does find a double alongside Driz and Hysteria finishing off the round. But it is kind of a problem, because when you see Nice making their way towards the B bomb site early on, and they take that engagement, they find that one kill. All they need is a couple of smokes, and they have the bomb site. And a lot of the time we have seen that. Just 4 players left alive on the Axis side as the bomb goes down. Sometimes even all 5, like in the first round. Now on 5-2, they're going to have to think about extending this a little bit further. Making this a little bit closer, rather. They're 3 rounds behind on the Axis side. Not where they want to be. Divine going about it the right way. Taking the man advantage into their hand before Baza can actually trade it back.
I'm curious if the Nice guys are screaming when they win rounds still.
I'd imagine so. I mean,
They're
up against
very
Entropy, they're going to be pretty happy. Pretty exciting to take that many rounds that early as well. You know, already 5 rounds on the board. They're going to be feeling confident. They have so much room for error as they move forward.
Yeah, if we see Nice take even 2 or 3 more rounds, they'll be in a perfect position.
Yeah.
And there we go. QK is actually going to go ahead and claim a quick kill on towards the A-bomb site. He somehow walked all the way up. He didn't really have any teammates nearby to help him out if he fell. Could have been dangerous indeed. So far, the trades are going in their favor. Reverse was able to pull one back after Sound found a quick frag on that MP40. So still a man disadvantage for Entropy right now to try and overcome. And they can actually see that it is going to be going over towards that A-bomb site. They've dropped the bomb. Problem is, they didn't expect a second player to be pushed up. And they should have been aware, because it was QKiz who was still up in this position. He'd been playing around this A-bomb site for quite a while, waiting on his teammates to rotate in, and now it's all on Sound. 20 seconds on the clock, and he gets shot in the back. Didn't quite expect him to have pushed even further around. And there we have it, 6 already onto the board for Nice. Looking great for a Nice gaming to start this one off. 6-2, the economy once again for Entropy it's struggling, that's the way to put it. They'll buy what they can, but it's not going to be great. And this is a perfect opportunity for Nice gaming to maybe even make this a double-digit half, I'd say right now. They're looking that dominant so far.
Yeah, certainly that possibility is on the table. It's one that the Axis side are going to be looking to take quickly off the table, but they're going to have a much better performance in the last couple of rounds if they're going to do that. I mean, they're constantly winning one round and then losing the preceding. It doesn't really allow their economy to build up. As we can see already, they're going to be very, very mixed in terms of buys, donating over the tokens. One eco coming in on Hysteria, 2 MP40s, a Shoddy and a Gewehr. And that form of mixed buy generally is relatively easy to pick apart for the Allied side, but as Driz finds some aggression from A, he now clears up that whole part of the map. He knows that they're going towards the B side. The communication's gone in. We see a much more aggressive hold on the site. Bomb already dropped as Halsey finds a double with the Shoddy. It just leaves Baza and Kevit 2 versus 4. They know their back is being watched. It's probably their best opportunity to make their way back towards there and take Driz out. But with the bomb down on the site, they don't have the liberty of being able to rotate over to the A-bomb site. That means they have to commit towards this with 30 seconds left on the clock. That time is ticking away. As any minute now, Driz is going to start pushing up behind them because he knows they can't rotate around. The bomb picked up on the site. Kevit looking for something, but he gets shot from the top of the barn. And as the trade is attempted, Hysteria is right up behind with that default weapon to find the kill. 6-3, a third round on the board finally for Entropy. Will they be able to string a couple more together? Because look at their economy, it's not looking good. Hysteria has picked up a bar, so at least he doesn't need to buy in the next round. He's also got a shoddy, so he can donate over some of those tokens and purchase himself up a grenade, as we see coming through. Everybody gonna have nades in the Axis side now. That's a heavy investment. 8 nades for, sorry, 8 tokens for something that hasn't really gained them any openings, or at least not very consistently.
Yeah, that was a much better B hold as well coming in right there. Let's see if that's something that they can actually replicate now, because playing a little bit more forward, having some assistance for that player, I think it's just actually again Healthy that's on the site itself, and he's taken down by a nade. Didn't even get to see anyone before he falls. Baza catching some aggression towards Market, not going to take the frag, but at least makes them shy away from that position for the moment, as we do see, of course, nice gaming pushing straight into the B bomb site. Ooh, that nade not quite going to land. Evo was able to escape it easily. Spots out the one player, knows there's one player in towards Dark Rider, and actually does push through the smoke and find us somehow. And that's a lot of control now over towards this B bomb site. The bomb should be pretty easily to get planted, but just as I said it, of course, we do see Divine going ahead and claiming 2. Spirit on the shotgun does the same. And now it's only one that remains. Divine going to be taken down by Spirit. The jump shot with the carbine, quick headshot. And it's 7 now for a nice game. And they just continue trading back and forth at this point, Entropy, and that's not something they can afford.
No, it really isn't. Right now, we need to see Entropy stringing those rounds together. The best possible scoreline for them currently sits at 8-7. That's not favorable at all. But certainly better than what could potentially be a double-digit half for the Allied side of Nice. Is Entropy going to be on the Gewehr buy? They're fully bought up, but they have not got all too many tokens invested despite that buy. As Cabot is lit down low in the window on B, nades come over, and again there's going to be indication that it is going to be a B hit. As Cabot spams through while recovering his HP, a little bit risky, being low HP over that peak. He spots Sound over towards the barrels, not going to find a kill as Divine takes Spirit down. The trade, of course, as the nade came in and took Halsey out earlier on. As they gear up towards the site, Kez is going to be finding one with the sniper rifle as things start to look up for the Allies yet again. They're looking to claim an 8th round on the board and at least a win for the half, even if it is only by a narrow margin of 1 round. But as the trade comes in, Divine takes down Baza, back down to a 3v3. All 3 Allies on the B side, but only going to be 1 player, that's Sound, peeking towards it. As Divine goes for the peek, he's not expected to be up that close, but he's been spotted out now, and that will be the end of him, with only Driz left alive. 1v3, peeking into the site, looking to take down the planter. Indeed he does. Time is on his side, at least. He can delay it. It's possible, but unlikely with 2 players on the site, one of which has got a sniper. More than likely he will be eliminated as he goes for this retake. And indeed, there it is. The sniper shot hit by Kez brings us 8-3. As right now, Nice are looking very dominant, and we've got a relatively good performance coming out from pretty much everybody as well. Like Kez and Spirit coming out certainly as the openers into the rounds. We're seeing they're able to open up the B side in the mid area quite consistently. And it's just ultimately a poor B hold that's really hurting Entropy.
Yeah, they got it right in that one round where they kind of played it together a little bit more and didn't leave just Healthy on the bomb site alone. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and try and adjust to that again, but sadly Hysteria is going to be picked off over the top of the smoke immediately. So already a 5-on-4, leaving once again just a sole defender on the B bomb site itself. You can see they are beginning to rotate a couple players around to try and give some assistance, I believe, but even then they're not really in the bomb site itself. It's actually Driz this time, rather, that's on the actual site. He has a shotgun to work with, playing up close, and you can see Spirit is being cautious with his position. And right now, the bomb, of course, still favored over towards B, but we do see, I believe, it's Baza that's pushed up very aggressively over towards the A bomb site. Yeah, it is indeed. He's pushed back up into the street. He's going to have the... I was going to say the potential for a flank right now, but instead, as he gets spotted, he's just going to go ahead and remain on the bomb site itself. He can call for the rotate to come around. All he has to do is try and stay alive for a bit of time to try and actually delay it.
Indeed, and that's exactly what he's going to do as the rotation with the bomb comes over. We did see a nade kill come in for Divine there, and certainly a better hold on B than previously. They're playing up close as opposed to the retake we previously saw coming in, where the smokes were just cutting them off and they were able to isolate the 1v1s on the nice side. Or not even the 1v1s, the 1vx's. But the problem here, of course, is going to be the A-hole this time, as B was locked down. Divine finds a second kill, but sadly, that bomb is down on the A-bomb site. It now has to be a retake, and even 3 versus 3, it's not going to be easy to do. Kebit making sure the rotation in through mid is at least being slowed down. MP40 in hand, looks for the kill. Sound isn't checking it, despite seeing him there just a moment ago. That is a little bit of a problem, as Kebit's looking for more. He's low HP, but he's still going in aggressive and gets taken down. That's a bit of a misplay. As Divine finds that, Halsey actually finds a knife kill, and Divine in there with a 4K. Not a round that the Axis should have won there.
No, that was actually really well played by Nice Gaming and the way they approached around. They saw Hysterias, who doesn't usually play aggressively forward on B. They saw that he had decided this. They swapped it up a bit when they took him down immediately. They knew that it was kind of a different setup, so they were like, okay, maybe finally they're going to go for a bit of a stack towards B, and that's actually exactly what happened. And because of that, Bazzi just creeped up through the A-bomb site, realized it was clear, gave them free control of it basically, but sadly weren't able to hold that after plant down. It was a nice approach, but they do still lead 8-4, so still more room to try and increase this lead even further. And as you said before, no matter what, they do go into this second half with an advantage. But there we go, Divine finally going to make one of those nades work. It's been a while since we've seen any frags coming in with those weapons, rather, with the grenades. Mysterious also catches Baza in towards Marcus, so looking good for Entropy right now. They actually have a 2-man advantage. This is the best it's looked in quite a while. At least early round. There we go, Spirit trades one back. You can see how they're trying to swap up the B defense, though. They're playing different players on it every single time. Sound was over there now as well to assist. Halsey going to get taken down. And this could be very awkward now indeed. 3-on-3, bomb site under their control, but Divine, he does a very good job from upper. That's one thing you do have to give him. He does manage to usually find a killer two out of it.
Yeah, he's been really stepping it up in the last couple of rounds. And as we see him come in with the 2K yet again, he's finding himself winning that round off. A good B hold there. 16 kills on the board for Divine, actually. As a lot of those have been in the last 5 or 6 rounds. Like I said, really stepping it up. 4K in the previous, 2K in that round. And now on 8-5, it's going to be difficult for the double digits to come out for Nice. Still, they're going to be really happy with the half they have. 8 rounds on the board. As Entropy are just a little bit too slow figuring out their B defense. And indeed, if it is even figured out, they've won one solid B hold. But let's see if they can string together a couple. As Nice seem to be taking it towards that site now early on. The one thing that's different here and the previous is there's no open and frags coming down very early on, isolating the B players. But there we go. As Halsey gets taken down, that's mid opened up at least. It's not a bomb site, but Hysteria's looking to push through. It's being watched by Baza, finds the kill. Kept it elsewhere, is taken down Sound, leaving Divine towards upper, and he's actually all alone as Kez comes in and eliminates Driz. Now 1 versus 5. Sure, Divine's been stepping it up the last couple of rounds. He did manage a 4K 2 rounds ago, but an ace is a little bit too much to ask for, as Spirit shuts him down, taking his head off. 1 kill is even too much. 9-5, 1 round left to go, as Nice Gaming just 1 round away from double digits. And what a way to end the half that would be.
Yeah, 9-6 is still going to be... They're still going to be very happy with that, but if they can take a 10-5, that's ideal. Entropy, they're going to have a very tough task trying to come back on the second half no matter what. That is something that you do have to say. And of course, into this round, they get what they can. Of course, it's the last round of the half, but it's not great. Mostly just the Gewers. There's no nades, only 1 smoke as well. And it looks like we might see a pretty fast approach over towards this B bomb site this time around. Already Reverse opens it up by taking down Sound. And that's a lot of time Sound has fallen on this B bomb site without really being able to find anything at all. And you have to say that is a big problem. Elsie at least returns 1 trade on mid, but as we can see, the Allies have already advanced onto this bomb site.
A little bit of a tech issue there, Dean.
What?
Cut out right at the end of your sentence. It was
Oh,
really
did they?
robotic. I think it was the push to talk key.
I went robotic. That might have been just my internet lagging.
Could be, could be. But yeah, as they go towards the bomb site, the plant goes down. Halsey able to pick up 1. Hysteria looking for more, but he's low HP. Peeking out there, he's going to fall. As Spirit jumps up. Oh, what a shot onto Halsey. On a second. Oh, man, what a way to finish the round with a 3K. Halsey just got wrecked there. I don't know if you guys caught that. The jump with the M1 Garand hits him once, then jumps with the Tommy and finishes him off. Nice flicks, as it is double digits for Nice Gaming, who are looking dominant as hell. And Halsey's going to be having flashbacks to last time they played on Coast, 16-10, as Nice Gaming took him and his comrades down then in the last qualifier. This time not able to put all, or even maybe as much of a fight up, as they're only on 5 rounds. While Nice Gaming have just breached the double digits, the double Ds.
Breaching the double Ds. Your favorite thing to do.
Good damage coming in from Spirit again. He's the player to open things up for the Axis side. He didn't open it up for the Axis side before, of course. It was a Nice game inside still, though. When the Allies, they were able to open up on B side, as that seems to be a recurring trend. Spirit finds a kill there. A second to follow it up, as Driz and Divine are going to be the last player. Divine's going to be the last player alive. Reverse and Baza come in with some nice kills. Low HP, that is going to be the end of Divine and the end of the first round of the half, going 11-5 in favor of the Axis side of Nice Gaming.
I think they're probably just going to run away with this one now. It's going to be difficult for Entropy to pull this back. Maybe they can pick up a few rounds, but I think at this point, Nice Gaming, they've got themselves so close to the finish line. They're on the heavily favored side of the map. And Entropy, they haven't really showed too much. We've seen, of course, over that, well, at least on the Axis side, their B defense was extremely weak. Their coordination together as a team didn't look on point. And you wonder if they're going to be able to do that now on the Allied side. At least they do go ahead and claim an opening kill. Driz with the grenade going to take down Baza early on. And it looks like we might see this taken over towards A, which is surprising. This isn't really something you see too often on this map.
No, it really isn't. Maybe it'll work out for Entropy, as generally A is going to be the weaker defense for a team. The push comes in, Reverse manages to find one. He hasn't had a whole lot of opportunity to step up in the game so far, but here we go. He goes in with a triple. Nades are going to be dodged by him as he picks up a grease gun, looking to get that closer range combat without having to get the reload in. Of course, nobody is going to be up close. They're still fairly backed off, as Hysteria is going to be the last player alive. 1 versus 4. Entropy looking to lose this round again. Area. Oh, nice headshot there on the Reverse, making his way over towards the triple stack building, but he's better be flanked out, and there it is. Kebbit takes him down. He was low HP as well, so 12-5. Nice Gaming, 4 rounds away from victory, as this is looking to be a swift first game in what we expected to be a close match.
Yeah, I really thought this was going to be a very close game. I thought it could have even went to full 30. We maybe could have seen overtime. I still think that these two teams are evenly enough to match. It's just we've seen some changes, and you can see Entropy, they have the individual skill. They just have to work on how they play it together, because we've seen kind of a couple of hero rounds coming in by certain players, but they're not really working together. So it means they kind of give away opening frags. They end up in disadvantages in every single round, and it's never going to be easy to fight back into it. And look at this, the aggressive push from Nice Gaming right now, actually not going to work out at all. Although Reverse again, this man has been fragging like an absolute monster. Claims to pull it back into an equal position, and QKez, he didn't hold up on that W key either. He only held it down as he pushed straight into the house. Found 1 kill, shotgun in hand. Doesn't want to continue taking this fight. This could be dangerous if he goes down, but he makes it work. Finds the knife, and Sound is all alone. And yeah, his chances are not looking ideal, especially as he's taken down from behind.
Yeah, Entropy really not doing well here. Although it hasn't been all too bad of an Allied side so far. Like, it's not like they've lost massively favorable rounds, but over on the Axis side, it's just too much of a lead that they gave away. If this was an 8-7 half to them, and now we were sitting on 10-8, look, it's possible. But with such a heavy lead in favor of Nice Gaming as they swap over, just due to that pretty terrible B-hold, and consistently it was just falling apart. Now we see with a 13-5 scoreline, by the time Entropy actually managed to come into this, they're going to have an almost flawless half, as they lose a player early on in this. This is looking like one of the better rounds for them, of course, with the Tommy guns coming out. They can take things fast. Maybe the A site will be more favorable for them, as indeed they only have 1 player towards B. Everybody else making their way slowly towards the B bomb site, to the A bomb site. But they're just being picked apart yet again.
Yeah, it seems to be the case so far. It's getting kind of destroyed. Oh, that's just adding insult to injury, isn't it? Sound is not going to be happy with that one. Got spammed down. Thought he was in a safe position. Obviously wasn't. I know it's only Divine that remains. He doesn't have the bomb in his possession. He has 40 seconds. He has the B-bomb site. But of course, that's useless to him if he doesn't have anything to plant. And no, flowers won't be enough in this place. There we go. QKez with the final kill. 14-5. And as I said, I think this game is almost over at this point. I don't think we're really going to see Entropy put up too much of a fight to try and pull it back. It doesn't seem like they really have it in them at the moment. I really think they need to kind of go back to the drawing board. As you said, this is the first time you believe that they played in the qualifiers. Maybe they're a very new lineup that have only kind of made their changes. But
Entropy definitely, it's the first time they've played under Entropy. I know Halsey played on LOL Train, but I didn't catch that match, and the evidence that was submitted, they'd all left the game before the scoreboard was screenshotted, so I'm not sure who was actually in that. So, no info, no comment.
And yeah, map point looking likely. Baza opens it up with 3 kills, all with different weapons, just for the style points.
I thought that was Baza again. That's Spirit coming in then with the MP40 and following it up with a second, taking Divine down.
Around the kill feed, if it had been all different weapons, that would have been brilliant.
That would have been fantastic. Good screenshot. If the final had been a knife, it would have just perfectly finished off the game. Or the round, rather. But possibly the game as well, as it's going to be 15-5. Full buy coming in from the Axis. They've got the nades. They've got the STGs. Already we've seen, I'd argue, better nade impact on the Axis side in the early parts of this half to what we saw in the entirety of the Entropy Axis side. It looks like that was just generally a weaker position. And if you look at how the Axis now of Nice Gaming are holding B, it is a much stronger hold. You've got 2 players aggressive and 1 towards upper, whereas Entropy were playing that much more passively. They were being able to be isolated. At most, they had 1 player on the site. Sometimes they didn't even have that. They just had a completely long-range hold. Now, as the push comes in, Spirit able to find 1. It's going to be traded back as a second kill comes in for Hysteria. They've got to be careful. Oh, of the nade coming in from reverse. 2 kills found. That gives him an opening into the round. He'll have to find a 4K to win this out. As we see him making his way over towards the side, he's actually going to try come up behind. They know the nade came from over towards spawn, so they'll probably expect him to be peeking from there. As we see, neither of those players going to be watching behind right now. Never mind. Driz actually is watching it. That's a misread. As Reverse is looking towards the site, his position known, STG in hand. He can take these long-range combats. He's got time to regen his health. 30 seconds on the clock. Drops a smoke. That's dangerous in the open to pull out a smoke like that, and he gets challenged so low right now. Takes the fight under Driz, but isn't able to find the kill. As it's going to be 15-6. Comeback is real? Question mark?
Why am I mean? What did I say? There's a lot of delay on the stream, so I don't know what thing I said that what I said was mean, because I said quite a lot of mean things. I'm not the kind to put filters on it. I don't know anyone on these teams, so I can give actual input and
toxic.
not kind of. I have no bias because I don't know people by personality, so I'm only looking at how they're playing the game, and Entropy are shit in the bed. But yeah, maybe a couple of rounds now they can get themselves back into this a little bit, perhaps over time. It's still possible. They're gonna have to be almost flawless from this point forward, and of course I want to see a good game, so I hope they can do it. But Reverse, he pulls it back. 4-on-4, and this is looking to be the Entropy.
The Entropy.
Yeah.
No, it sounded a 1v2. It's not likely that he'll pick this up. That said, he has kind of stepped it up at times, so it's still possible. Bomb picked up as well. 1 minute on the clock. He has the ability to run this back to Abe. The only thing is, as he crosses, Baza's watching down middle. Reverse has also got a sniper rifle. But it is Baz he has to worry about as he goes out. Spots him on top of tank, though. He's able to find that kill. Now, this could be it. As Reverse, with the sniper, is going to be making his way over towards the middle area to try and challenge. As the bomb plant goes down, still a smoke and a nade in the hands of Sound right now. The after plant will certainly be difficult, though, as he's going to be up against this sniper. Once his position is known, when he tries to peek into deny... Actually, he might not even get to the stage where he has to deny the bomb defusal, because Reverse has already made his way very close up in heaven. Goes for the peek, spots Sound out. Doesn't land the kill, though. Now with the Kaveri, has to land this shot. Makes his way in. Sound is delaying time, so he gets to regen his health, and he finds that kill with the Tommy gun. He was so low there. The spam doesn't come in from Reverse. Not able to claim his 3rd kill, as it's going to be 15-7. Entropy keeping themselves alive again. But how long can they keep this up?
What a clutch. Okay, I'll give that the Sound. That was nice. So 8 more rounds. That's what they need to take now on the Allied side without dropping a single round if they want to actually pull this back. And of course, the best they can do is take it into overtime. Even then, not a confirmed victory. There we go. Divine opens it up. A quick nade to go ahead and claim the life of Kebbit. And another good start into a round for Entropy as they're slowly beginning to inch their way back into this game. It looks like they do want to focus on the B-bomb site right now, where actually we see 3 players kind of set up from the Axis side. One is rotated off towards middle, which could be a bit of a problem. Reverse able to go ahead and claim a quick frag onto Hysteria's. QK's his position wasn't cleared, and that allowed for him to go ahead and give the assistance to Spirit, who doubles down. Claims the life of 2. And now it's all on Divine. He has himself a double kill already, but he needs to make a 4. He's the clutch out of 1-on-2. He has to do what Sound was able to do in the previous round. He has a minute to do so, and the bomb is down over on that B-bomb site. And it's going to be quite difficult to retrieve.
Well, he has got the time, but the only disadvantage that he has really versus what we saw Sound with is that there isn't going to be any bomb control for Divine. He has to push into that bomb site and take the fight onto Baza and Spirit, whereas obviously Sound was able to isolate the 2 players and take 1v1s. Not going to be the case, as they're going to be holding that bomb in unison. And once Divine is spotted out, he has to find a kill, or else the round will be over. They'll just be able to play the time. And as well, he doesn't even spot the person shooting at him until he's dead. So that will end the game as we sit at 16-7. And is the end of that. And the best of 1 goes the way of Nice Gaming as they progress on to the next round of the qualifier, where they will be taking on the victor of Default Kids taking on Play Hard. I believe the next game up is 6G versus Vivictus. Yes, indeed it is. So we'll catch you over there for the best of 3 between 6G and Vivictus in just a couple minutes.